Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Move Podcast, and Stephen A. Smith doubles down wearing his, Captain or White Knight Superman outfit in defense of Joy Taylor. Okay, he's upset of the amount of media backlash that Joy Taylor is getting, and for someone like Stephen A. Smith, I'm shocked he doesn't even understand, man. But the level of white knighting for Joy Taylor has gotten to gross levels at this point. I mean, you heard Cam Newton going off on Jason Whitlock the other day, and Jason Whitlock definitely clapped back. And damn boy did he get Cam on that one, mentioning about all his kids and all that stuff that Cam be doing, and what are you talking about being that kind of guy, right? But Stephen A. Smith the other day had Tori Cooper, his local Molly Curum type for his platform. And this is what he had to say. This is a quote from him. I'm not playing the whole video, man. Y'all can check it out. But he says this, though. He says, has it been about Charlie Dixon? Not that much. Has it been about Skip Bayless? Not that much. Has it been about Fox Sports overall? Really not that much, said Smith. It's significantly paled in comparison to the level of vitriol, venom, insults, and beyond aimed at one Ms. Joy Taylor. Smith admits he's pissed off about the situation. Well, why does it have to be about Charlie Dixon? You know what? If Joy Taylor willingly wanted to sleep with Charlie Dixon, that was her entire decision. Skip Bayless possibly made the joke about the $1.5 million in jest, okay? But he has other issues in terms of his other advancements towards, was it Faraji? The hairstylist, okay? But the reason why Joy Taylor is getting all this smoke in this is because, number one, she was running her mouth on this podcast with what Taylor Rooks about men this and men got to pay, and if he good looking enough, fine enough, and got bleeping money, all this other stuff. She was really talking like she has some big kahunas in her position as a woman and on that show. Okay. Then secondly, Ms. Faraji had told Joy about the situation with Dixon and I believe Skip, and she said, get over it. Okay. And then talking about how she has the power now and leverage now at the network and all this other stuff. And people got a problem with it because it's kind of like, in the era of woman empowerment, respecting women in the workforce, and them not having to do certain things to get a certain position, and it's not fair that they got to do that to level up. Well, this case seems rather unique because it seems. We're waiting to hear was Joy Taylor pressure? Was she gonna get fired? Was she not gonna be put on the first iteration of Undisputed if she didn't decide to have relations with Charlie Dixon? Okay, and then to say that, and then I believe, when she told the hairstylist that when she's done with Charlie, or if this has any backlash, she's gonna say that the advancements was unwarranted, right? And then to be with Emmanuel Acho, right? And then now she's on the show, and then you have Emmanuel Acho in his car sniffing fingers, singing praises galore about Joy Taylor. It just makes her look bad. Okay, yeah, there's plenty of people to look bad, but it was specifically for Joy Taylor, okay, as a woman, okay, it's almost kind of like it was a flex on her part to go ahead and have relations with her bosses in order to level up. I thought this was all about merit. I thought, let the best person get the job. Okay, she could have said no. She could have just went over to ESPN. She could have applied somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But no, she chose this path. Okay, and the way she's been dressed and all that type of stuff, that is why. Okay, and then for people like Cam Newton, okay, and Stephen A. Smith, two black men, to be coming at defense for her. Where's the type of defense for men in these situations, right? None whatsoever. And I don't expect men to have a defense, especially if they are the ones that are actually, coercing women and actually taking advantage for them. Yeah, those guys are scummy, but let's not act like, we always want to hear, everybody wants to seem like it's always the men doing all this kind of salacious stuff. Okay, but what about the women who willingly choose to put themselves in position and willingly know that, based on how they look, they can leverage their looks to go up higher? That's a privilege that men don't have. Men don't have the ability to look a certain way, and to get a level, to have a power up game in the corporate world. Okay, so that's the problem here. Okay, and the fact that Joy Taylor leveraged her looks, and on top of that, was able to benefit massively. Okay, and then she's on her podcast, running her mouth, the podcast that I believe Taylor Rooks decides to step away from, which was very smart on her part. Go ahead and just, wash your hands clean to Joy Taylor and let her run her mouth on the way she wants to, talking about men, and men got to pay for this, and he got to look good enough and have bleeping money and all that stuff. Yeah, what men ain't got the money? What men were you dealing with that got the money? It seemed like you were talking about the men you were working with at Fox. Okay, so that is why that she is getting a lot of the attention. Oh, there's gonna be plenty of smoke for other people, but Joy Taylor definitely was called out multiple times. Okay, because the hairstylist had the direct insight working with her. Okay, and had direct knowledge. Okay, all this is alleged, but I'm sure if Fox doesn't want to settle this quick and fast, okay, then look, there's going to be subpoenas, there's going to be discovery, there's going to be receipts. Does Fox want to open that can of worms? Okay, does Fox really want to go down this rabbit hole? Okay, to really get them, because look, if they do, they ain't gonna have nobody working on that network. There's not gonna be no Acho, there's not gonna be no Joy Taylor. Okay, so that's why. All right, man, it is crazy the amount of white knighting that Stephen A. Smith and Cam Newton has done. Okay, it is absolutely absurd at this point. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing and unbecoming to these two, because it's like, yo, if it was man in the situation, where's the type of defense? But for some reason, Joy Taylor, we got to keep the gloves off. Crazy. Anyways, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.